Ladies and gentlemen, what is good? It's your boy Persona, Gaming with Persona, host of Mind of a Gamer, host of When Persona Speaks, fellow TOA member, and it is another glorious Thursday night, and you guys already know Thursday nights are always When Persona Speaks nights. Always fun. Give myself a round of applause for that. You know, because Persona out here, and I'm out here I'm doing big things. You feel me? For those that don't know, When Persona Speaks is a more personal podcast that I do on the channel, and it is a weekly series dedicated to speaking more in depth about all things gaming and the community that comes with it. And like always, we always approach all topics with a fair and unbiased perspective. Shout out to everyone that's coming through the chat right now. Round of applause for you guys as well. Because let me make sure I sound good too. All topics with a fair and unbiased perspective. Yeah, I sound good. I wanted to make sure that the voice was coming through clear, making sure there wasn't no issues or nothing like that. But yo, man, it's the end of the year. You know, it's holiday time. It's Christmas time. It's New Year. The New Year is upon us. I don't know. For me, it doesn't feel like Christmas. And normally that's how it is every year. Like I guess as you get older, Christmas it's just another day. I mean, it's not to sound super negative, and I'm not. Christmas. Yeah, I love Christmas. Christmas. Seeing everyone happy, opening presents and all that. That's always good. But I don't know, as I've gotten older, Christmas just, like when you live through, 27 Christmases, it's kind of just like, I more so look forward to the days off from work more so than anything else now as an adult. Which I'm pretty sure a lot of us can agree with that. But I mean, even still, Christmas is Christmas. You can't really be mad at Christmas. But yeah, I got a really good show for you guys tonight. It's definitely going to be centered around some things that's been popping up in the community this week that I really wanted to speak on. These things I definitely wanted to speak on a little bit. Don't worry, it's not going to be a super long podcast like we do on Mog and Friends every Saturday, 11 a.m. with myself, Leash, and Demi. Shout out to them. But yeah, let's go ahead. Let's get straight into it. So the first thing that just really, I don't want to say I was surprised, because I really wasn't surprised at this, because we've known developers to not developers, but we've known media sites to say funny things or make jokes about different things. Let me share my screen so y'all can see what I'm talking about. Display. Yo, Titanfall Princess in the building. Hold on, round of applause for Titanfall Princess. Miss TTFP, thank you so much for coming through. Definitely appreciate you.
Yo, Envy of Astoria, what's going on? How you doing? Appreciate you coming through. I don't think I've seen you on the channel before. Appreciate you coming through. Real talk. So this week, when was this tweet? The 18th. I think the 18th was, what's today? The 20th? All right, so Wednesday. No, Tuesday. Yeah, Tuesday. So Polygon. Polygon is known. Myself, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people haven't agreed with. Some. Polygon has been known to come out with some wild, crazy articles in the past. That kind of just leave you kind of scratching your head like, what is this? But that's not what we're here to talk about. We're here to talk about a tweet that Polygon made on Tuesday, where it's like, for those that don't know, when they're referring to Anaconda, I guess this is what one of the Xboxes, one of the next gen Xboxes, this is the code name for it, Anaconda. But the reference in terms of like how this is written is from an old school song, but it's kind of referencing an old school song, kind of trying to tie it into like games and the joke about Xbox, but whatever. So it's like my end kind of don't want none unless you got games. So when I read this tweet, I was at work and I immediately laughed because it was funny. Like it was legit, and this isn't no like malicious, ha ha ha, Xbox. This isn't. It was just funny. Like things are funny. Like it's like you ever heard, like you guys don't like. Do you know? And this is a question I want you guys to answer. Do you guys laugh at yourself? Like when you do something stupid or someone makes a joke, if you and your friends are cracking jokes on each other and they say a joke about you and you laugh. I do. I laugh at myself all the time. When I do stupid stuff or me and my friends are joking. I always do because it's funny. Like you can't help when something's funny. You feel me? I feel like the same thing applies here. Now, one thing that has to be understood is, although this is meant as a joke, there is some truth in this. There is definitely some truth in this, but when Polygon made this, you already know that there were people in the community that were upset. They were very pissed off. That, oh my God, if this was PlayStation, blah blah blah. If this was, oh my God, people always make fun of Xbox, blah blah blah, all this other stuff. It was all this just extra stuff, and I'm sitting here and I'm looking and I'm like, am I the only one that just looked at it as just a joke? Like, am I the only one that looked at this and just was like, oh, this is funny, ha ha ha, and just kept it moving? Like, what is going on here? Nothing in my mind looked at this and thought that this was malicious or this was, Polygon was trying to kick Xbox while they were down, or they were trying to, bring down the community, whatever you want to call it, whatever people are going to make up and try to make you feel like, if you laughed at this, then you're the problem in the community. Because that's what people, when people, that's one thing I've realized about being on social media. When people are mad, it's the term misery loves company. When people are mad about things or when people disagree with something, they have a way of trying to make you feel like the way you think or the way you feel is wrong and it's bad. And it's like, if you laughed at what Polygon did, if you laughed at what Polygon wrote, then you're the problem in the community. You're part of the problem, blah, blah, blah. All this other stupid political, excuse my language, but political bullshit where I'm just sitting here and I'm just like, it was just a joke. Like, it was just funny. Like, it was legit just funny. And, like, just keep it moving. That's all it really was. And people are like, oh, well, if this was PlayStation, Sony guys would be up in arms, blah, blah, blah. Well, let's take a trip down memory lane, guys. Let's take a trip down memory lane. You know why? Because there are plenty examples of when Xbox directly were making fun of PlayStation for their shortcomings. Let's talk about the most recent one, crossplay. Mike Ybarra himself quoted an article from a game media site that was saying that if you're not for crossplay, then you're not for the gamer, and some real trying to really incite pretty much a negative connotation of how you should view the competition. Like, these are the differences, and people were agreeing. Yeah, this is true. If they're not doing crossplay, because crossplay, that's very anti-consumer. That's very against the game. Blah blah. People were agreeing with this, and granted, we've talked. Like, honestly, we've talked crossplay into the ground. We've really talked crossplay into the ground, like to the point where I get mad at myself for constantly bringing it up. But it's a perfect example. Crossplay is the perfect example of community bias and community hypocrisy. It's a perfect example. Like, you can use crossplay and the outrage that crossplay incited, or lack thereof, incited within the community. You can use it as an example for pretty much anything that it pertains to the industry right now, or the community, because it's so wide, like what you can compare crossplay to. And this is the perfect example. Again, Polygon is just saying a joke, and there's people that will make you feel like if you laughed at this, you are a part of the problem. Guys, relax. Relax, guys. It's okay. It really is okay. We can all laugh at ourselves. You know, if Xbox is your favorite company, or if Sony or Nintendo, whatever, we can all laugh. It's okay. What's another? I'm trying to think of another one where... Oh, remember when IGN made the joke about God of War? This is how God of War looks on PlayStation. This is how God of War looks on Xbox. You know, it's funny. Like, yo, it's funny to me. I'm laughing, and plenty of people are laughing. Plenty of people that, you know, quote unquote, you know, aren't within the quote unquote console war, whatever. Like, just regular people. I showed it to my friend. She was laughing. It was funny. She don't be dealing with console wars and debates and all this dumb stuff. It was just funny. It was funny. The jokes when Xbox and Nintendo will like, you know, stand together with the whole crossplay stuff, and trying to, like, you know, make Sony look like the redheaded stepchild, trying to make them look like, you know, they're the bad guys. Again, Xbox dudes. You know, everybody else was coming at Sony like, oh, you know, Sony, you're the problem, you're this, da-da-da-da, all this other stuff. Polygon makes one joke, and folks can't take it. It's like, yo, it's like something that was told to me a long time ago. Don't be out here making jokes or out in the middle of stuff if you can't handle the backlash. If you can't take a joke, then don't tell a joke. You feel me? That same thing applies. People are crying and mad and all this stuff about something that was really just a lighthearted joke. I'm echoing. Oh no. Let me see. About something that was really just a... Oh, you know what? I think I know what it is. Hold on. I'm echoing.
Hold up. I should be good now. I don't know why I was echoing. Yeah, I don't know why I was echoing. Am I still echoing? No. I don't know why I was echoing. Damn, I was echoing that whole time. I was saying some good stuff too. What the hell? Yeah, I don't know why I was echoing. Am I still echoing? No. I don't know why I was echoing. I gotta mute that. I don't know why I was echoing. Damn, I was preaching some good stuff, and I'm sitting here echoing. Lord, what is wrong with my sound? OBS is tripping right now, guys. OBS is tripping. I mean, you guys got the gist of what I was saying. I'm sure. I'm sure y'all got the gist of what was being said. I gotta get an L though. I gotta give myself an L because I was echoing. That is unacceptable. That is unacceptable. Where's my phone so I can make sure I'm not echoing? Guys, let me know in the chat. Let me know if I'm echoing still. I shouldn't be echoing anymore. Got a bad echo. Let me know if I'm still echoing. I never thought I'd ever agree with Polygon, but here we are. Yo, listen, Polygon, they be saying some wild, Polygon be saying some wild, crazy stuff, man. Like there's some articles that, you know, Polygon has come out with where I'm just like, I really don't agree. Like I don't, and that's the thing. It's okay to disagree. You know, it's quite all right to disagree with anything that anyone had. Like, you know, you can disagree with people and still be cool with, like, yo, me and my friends, all being online friends, real life friends, whatever. I disagree with people all the time. Cause like if you round a bunch of yes men, or you constantly agreeing with everything, like, yo, like, where's your opinion? How you feel about stuff? And you know what? That's part of the problem within the community right now as well. People tend to speak from not their opinion when it comes to games, but of what the majority's opinion is. It's like, yo, how do you feel about the game? You know, you ask somebody, oh, how you feel about the game? Oh, well, you know, the graphics is good and it got an 89 on it. No. How do you feel about the game? What are your thoughts on the game? Tell me about the mechanics. Tell me about the story. Tell me about the world, the music, the characters, the tech. You know, tell me about that. But when it comes to Polygon, I don't agree with everything Polygon writes. And I'm not supposed to. You're not supposed to. Because you're not going, like, there's plenty of YouTubers that I follow that it's a lot of videos that come out with I don't agree with. Like, I don't agree with this. But that doesn't mean that I hate you, or that doesn't mean that I'm not going to continue to support you. You have a disagreement. It's a disagreement. I'm pretty sure we've all had a disagreement with someone that we love in our lives, but we still love, regardless of the disagreement. We still love them. The same thing applies here. Again, Polygon writes some wild, crazy stuff. Kotaku be writing some wild, crazy stuff. DualShockers be writing some wild, like all these media sites, IGN, all of them. They be doing crazy reviews I don't agree with, or they writing stuff that's just like whatever. But that don't mean I hate these people. And if someone's gonna tell a joke, it's just a joke. It's funny. You feel me? It's funny. It's funny as hell to me. And I'm laughing because it's funny. And I'm pretty sure plenty of people are laughing. But again, you know, people are and that's another thing too. I disagree with my wife a lot on what to eat, but I still love her. Yo, listen, first off, shout out to Vanny Pan, man. Round of applause. Round of applause for my boy Vanny Pan coming through. That's one of the day ones to the channel, man. Definitely appreciate Vanny Pan for coming through. Yo, listen, the whole argument with asking the missus what she want to eat, that is an argument that will never go away in anybody's household. Believe that. Plenty of my girlfriends I have had, like, babe, what you want to eat? Oh, I don't care, whatever you want. All right, so let's get Mexican. No, I don't want Mexican. All right, so let's get Chinese. I don't want Chinese. All right, let's get sushi. I don't want any food. I'm not in the mood for that. Well, what do you want? Whatever. That's a timeless. That is a timeless argument that all relationships will experience at one point or another. But that don't mean you don't love the person. Yo, Andre, what's good, man? Yo, shout out to Andre. Round of applause. Round of applause for Andre coming through to the building. But yeah, this Anaconda stuff wild, man. This Anaconda stuff is wild. But the Polygon stuff is wild, but it's still funny. I don't see an issue with it. And for people that are, kind of up in arms, like, oh my God, this is unfair. This is the problem with the gaming community. You guys are always talking about Xbox. It's like, yo, that's another thing too. When it comes to, like, we all love gaming, right? I hope. And, we've had this conversation on Mog and Friends before, where, PlayStation is my preferred platform. But when PlayStation is messing up, I'm going to call it out. I'm going to call it out. The same thing applies with Xbox. Xbox is this generation. Xbox wasn't doing it that hot. Like, we all know it. It's not like it's a lie. It's not like this is fabricated, fake news. No. This is a fact. And clearly game media sites know this as well, because look at what Polygon is, look at what IGN and Polygon and all these places are posting as a joke. It's like, clearly. Yo, Ian in the building. What's good, Ian, man? Round of applause. Round of applause. How's things, Persona? Things are good, Ian. Things are good, man. It's holiday time, about to go on vacation. It's good, man. Things are real good, man. How you feeling? How you feeling, man? It's not like this isn't known. So again, if you laughed at this, there's nothing wrong with you. You're not a problem in the community. it's just a joke. And for those that can't see that it's just a joke and laugh right along with us and then just keep it moving, I don't know what to tell you. I really don't know what to tell you. There's something wrong with you. I'm gonna keep it real. There's something wrong with you. There really is. Because if you're that hurt, or if you're that pissed off about something that clearly was meant to be just a joke, you got to kind of take a step back and reevaluate your priorities. Like, for real. You got to reevaluate that. But let's move on, man. Let's talk about this Sam Raimi suit, because I've been reading about this all day. I've been watching Twitter, guys. I've been watching Twitter like a hawk, and I'm seeing obviously there's tons of people. First off, let's give some backstory to this whole Sam Raimi suit in the Spider-Man PS4 game. Let's give some backstory to this real quick. So, Spider-Man came out back in September. And all the suits that was there. One of the suits that wasn't there was the Sam Raimi, which is Spider-Man, from the old Spider-Man movies, the ones with Tobey Maguire. The Sam Raimi suit. That suit wasn't in the game. A lot of people were pissed off at that. A lot. And more than what I thought it would have been, because when you think back to the Spider-Man movies with Tobey Maguire, really the only good one, personally, I feel like 2 is the best. 2 is the best. One is an origin story, and it was, and Spider-Man 3 was just complete trash. Like, that was a terrible movie. Like, there is no debating that. That was a terrible, terrible movie. Like, so many things that just were done wrong, too many villains, all these different things. It was just too much. But so the Sam Raimi suit was supposed to be was not in the game when it launched. So a lot of people were pissed off at that. You had a lot of people, oh my God, where's the Sam Raimi suit? Where's the Sam Raimi suit coming? Put the Sam Raimi suit in the game. People were bugging Insomniac about that. On top of, and it's funny because I feel so bad for Insomniac, and not saying, because Insomniac is a great development studio, a great company. They make great games. Ratchet and Clank is a great series. But like, they were dealing with so much when it came to the whole puddle situation with Spider-Man. And I remember, they were debating like fanboys and shit in like these different tweets and stuff like that. And they were just debating all these people, and I'm like, yo, and to me, because like, when a developer, like, that's one thing about these developers, they really don't got to tell you shit. They really don't have to tell you anything. Like, I feel like it's a courtesy to reply to you. Honestly, like, I feel like if a developer replies, that's more so a courtesy. I mean, yes, developers are supposed to keep a line of open communication with the community, which I do feel that is very important. But again, that's something it's not necessarily something that has to be done. That's more of a choice. I feel like, that's more of a choice that they have, and they choose to do that because, you want to stay in contact with the people that support you, or potential people that support, that will support whatever project you're working on. So, again, it's good to keep open communication. So, but when you're responding to like troll tweets, fanboy tweets, and all these different things, when I seen Insomniac and like the community manager deep in these fanboy tweets, I knew that the passion behind this game was real, because most developers aren't replying to this. Most developers will write like issue a statement, an official statement about what, something that's like outstanding within the game, and kind of just leave it at that. Most people aren't going to the levels that Insomniac and the community manager and these guys were going to assure people that Marvel Spider-Man is a quality game, which they proved once the game released, and which we all knew. We knew. It's just, a lot of people are skeptical because we've had so many bad Spider-Man games, but seeing the passion behind Insomniac and how they were really trying to assure people, listen, look, no, this is not right. This is not right, guys. Listen, this is what it is. We're telling you that the game is great. That we're telling you that we're putting our passion, we're putting 110% in. Like, they were really in these fanboy tweets trying to reassure people that this game is quality. So I felt bad because I'm just like, damn, they were dealing with that. And then when the game came out and the Sam Raimi suit wasn't in the game, people were mad about that. People were bugging Insomniac about that. People were, you know, death threats and all this crazy stuff, saying and doing all this crazy stuff, you know, because the Sam Raimi suit wasn't in the game. Hold on, I want to try to... I shouldn't be echoing anymore. Yeah, I shouldn't be. Let me know if I'm still echoing. Let me see if I'm still echoing. I shouldn't be echoing anymore. Nah, I'm not echoing. All right, cool. So we good. It's a warning shot fired at the Xbox for real. What do you say? And support. Yo, shout out to Support Gaming. My fault. I didn't even see you in. Yo, round of applause for Support Gaming out here. End of the day, it's down to Xbox. The vision decisions this gen. Polygon's tweet to me was letting Xbox know, don't repeat this gen for the next generation. Support Gaming, that is 100% correct. Because if the thing that Xbox is doing, where they've got all these studios now, they got like a ton of new studios, they acquired a bunch of studios and all this different stuff. You know, they gotta, now it's time to deliver. Like, there is no more excuses when it comes to what it is that you need to do, which is deliver on these exclusives. That's what you gotta do. But so yeah, back to Spider-Man. So, you know, Sam Raimi's suit wasn't in the game. People were very mad about that. People were very pissed off. Then, you know, fast forward to the DLCs, you know, so now we're getting into the DLCs where, you know, the City That Never Sleeps, the 3 DLC packs that came out, you know, the last one just came out today. Those came out, and when those came out, they also got brand new suits too. All those suits that came out for those DLC packs, none of them were the Sam Raimi suit. People were pissed off. People were mad. Oh my God, where's the Sam Raimi suit? How can you have a Spider-Man game without the Sam Raimi suit? Blah, blah, blah. I'm so pissed off. Blah, blah, blah. All this crap. Whatever, right? So, fast forward to now. So, today, Insomniac released, they did an update, and they gave us the Sam Raimi suit for free as a holiday gift, right? And you would think people were happy, which a lot of people were. But then you had another side of people that were saying, you know, well, now you guys can shut up. Or, you know, there were people that were kind of mad at the fact that people were bugging Insomniac and harassing them because of a Spider-Man suit that wasn't in the game. And then you had people saying that, oh, well, you know, they patched this in last minute, blah blah blah. Why didn't you give us this at the beginning of the game? Why are you giving us this so late? All these different crazy things, right? So Greg Miller, you know, he, you know, wrote a tweet. I'm not reading all this. I'm keeping it a buck. But to kind of summarize this up, he pretty much was just speaking on how messed up it was that, you know, people were being jerks and, you know, people were harassing Insomniac, and, you know, they don't understand the development process of a game, and you know, kind of speaking on like how, you know, him covering games and stuff like that, kind of just speaking on how things have to get approved. Like like one thing about us as gamers and us as consumers, we only see the front facing of how things operate. We never see what goes on behind the scenes, which is very, very, very true. I believe that when it comes to a lot of these games, especially when you're working with games that have to do with licenses, which, you know, Spider-Man, Insomniac doesn't own Spider-Man. You know, that's a Marvel and Sony thing. So, you know, there are a lot of red tape that Insomniac has to cut through, especially when it comes to those old school movies. Certain publishing studios still own that, and you have to get written approval from this person and written approval from that person. And dealing with us, I believe that there's a lot of red tape when it goes into dealing with games, but especially licensed games. Like, what can you put in? What can't you put in? When can we put this in? When can't you? Like, all those different things. I believe that. But, people feel that, this was something that could have been, if you were going to put this in the game anyway, why didn't you put this in when the game first released? So James Stevenson, who is the community director at Insomniac, he pretty much said, yep, today's release was ultimately in the works for months and started before the base game ever released. But as you know, due to the complexity, we could say absolutely nothing. So pretty much, he's confirming that, the Raimi suit was always planned to be in the game, but it was just a matter of when. Which, honestly, I believe this, and I'm going to tell you why. When you ask people what is their favorite Spider-Man movie, what does everyone say? What does everyone say? Spider-Man 2. What's the best Spider-Man movie? Spider-Man 2. That's what everyone says. Everyone. Anyone that watches these superhero movies, if you ask them what their favorite Spider-Man movie was, they are going to say, most people, you got people that goes, well, I thought that, the Amazing Listen, no. Damn all that. Most people are going to say Spider-Man 2, or they're going to say one of those old school Spider-Man games with Spider-Man movies with Tobey Maguire. They are. So those movies being so popular and that suit being so iconic, I wholeheartedly believe that Insomniac did want to put that suit in the game. Just because look at all the other suits that are in the game. So you're telling me you're going to put all of these other suits but not put that one? All of these other obscure weird suits that, most people don't really know if you don't read the comics. Most people don't know, the Spirit suit. Most people don't know the 2099 suit. Most people don't know the Mach, I think the Mach 4 that's in the game, suit. Most people don't even know the Scarlet Spider suit. Dude, they had first of all, they had the Spider-Man, Homecoming. They had the Spider-Man Homecoming, the suit that Tom Holland, the homemade suit, they had that from that movie in the game. In the base game, they had that suit. They had the Iron Spider suit from the game. From the movie. They had the other suit that Tony Stark made from Homecoming in the game. So you're gonna tell me they're gonna put those suits in the game from Homecoming and not put the Sam Raimi? I definitely do feel like there was some red tape that they were dealing with. I honestly do. I honestly do. Because you can't tell me you have all those suits in the game, but you don't got the Sam Raimi. So I believe that there was some red tape. I do. It's one thing to request content for a game. It's another to harass developers. I agree wholeheartedly, Envy. Hit that like button, people. Definitely appreciate that, Matador. It's just a skin. How will it affect the game? I agree. Support gaming. It's just for me personally, the Sam Raimi suit isn't even the suit that I want in the game. I'm not even kidding. The Raimi suit is not the suit that I want. I want the Black Spider suit. That's the suit I want. But if you played Spider-Man, you know why they didn't put it in the game. Hold on, I'm trying to pull it up now. I'm trying to pull it up now. The Black Spider. The Black Spider suit. Trying to pull it up. Hold on, guys. I think this is a good enough picture. Display. This is the suit I want. This is the suit that I want. It's not in the game. Am I beating down Insomniac's door? Oh my God, Insomniac. You don't have the Black Spider suit? Really? I'm not buying your game. Like, yo, like who's doing that, man? who's doing that? Would I like the Black Spider suit to be in the game? Of course. Of course. It hurt me that the Black Spider suit wasn't in the game. It hurt. Believe me, it hurt. But I still played and platinumed the game. I still enjoyed Spider-Man. Like, period. Like, it was it is a great game. And the fact that people were bugging and harassing Insomniac over a suit, I'm just like, yo, damn. It's one thing to like request, like, oh my God, you know, we want the suit, blah blah blah, you know, please put the suit in the game. Yes, I'm not saying don't do that. Yes, do that. You know, if it's things that you want, definitely request these things. But it's going above and beyond. You know, it's you know, when you start getting into harassment territory, it's like, yo, you know, death threats and all this crap. And then when you get the suit, you're still not happy. Like, yo, when is it enough? When is it enough? Sorry, I was thirsty. When is it going to be enough, guys? It's like, you really got to commend some developers, you know, and I'm going to say this, some developers deserve backlash. Like, the whole stuff with Bethesda, with Fallout 76, that's deserved. That's well deserved. Wholeheartedly. Send that. Because they are doing wrong by the community. They're not putting the community's best interest first. So that backlash and that anger, yo, keep throwing that at them because they deserve that. Insomniac, they don't, like, harassment? Nah. For what? For what? A suit? A suit in a game, in a virtual game? Really? That's what we doing? It's whack, man. That stuff is whack. I can't agree with that, man. That's one thing Persona can't agree with is harassment. Like, harassment, that's a no-no. That's mad whack. For what? And Support Gaming said the perfect quote. It's just the skin. How will it affect the game? Perfect. It's just the skin, guys. I mean, it's the same thing. Like, I give you an example. When BlazBlue Cross Tag Battle got announced, they didn't like, you know, they were announcing a lot of the characters or whatever. And one of my favorite characters in BlazBlue, one of my all-time favorite characters in BlazBlue is Naoto Korogane. About to show y'all him right now. Hold up. Let me get my boy out here. Let me get my boy Naoto. Y'all about to respect the God out here. Where Naoto at? Where Naoto? Is Naoto? Yeah, here we go. One of my favorite characters in BlazBlue. Naoto Korogane. He got the he's also got the blood edge like Ragnar. Ragnar, he's also got the blood edge powers where he uses blood as a weapon, and he can also heal himself and all that good stuff like Ragnar. One of my favorite characters in BlazBlue, right? So when BlazBlue Cross Tag Battle got when that came out, when that got announced and they were announcing all the characters, and then the full character list leaked, and then also the DLC character list leaked, my character wasn't in this game. I was pissed. I was like, yo, I'm like, because he's my favorite character. So I'm like, yo, Arc Systems. I hit him up on Twitter. I say, yo, at Arc Systems, yo, I know y'all working hard. I know y'all, still in the development process. Yo, throw my boy Naoto Kurogane in the game, please. That's my boy. I need him in this game. They didn't put him in. I was pissed. I was very pissed. Ask Bari. I was very pissed off. I was highly upset at the fact that Naoto wasn't in the game. I still bought it because I wanted the game. I wanted the game first. I wanted Naruto in the game second. You feel me? When I got the game, they had my boy Gordo in there, which I loved from Under Night, and they had Carmine in there, and they had oh my God, what's this chick name? Lene. I use her. Like, I found other characters that I just gravitate towards, and I was just like, this. And then they put Mika in the game. Mika, which, she's kind of shitty in the game, but, whatever. She's still a great character. So, my character's not there. I hope they put him in season 2. I really do. If there is a season 2 for Blaze Blue, we don't know yet. I hope they put him in. But if not, then, it's whatever. But I did ask. But I wasn't harassing him like, oh my God, Arc System, you didn't put Naruto in the game. You're not for the gamer. You're a terrible development. Like, I'm not, like, come on, man. Like, sometimes you got to know when to draw the line because it becomes too much. It becomes too much, and it's just like, where is the line, and how do we let people know that they're crossing it? Because, again, a lot of these developers, listen, I'm going to be honest with you guys, man. I can't be no developer because I'm going to be like, yo, listen, again, excuse my language. I'm going to be like, fuck off. Like, yo, like, get the fuck out of here. Like, I'm terrible. I'm sorry, guys. Oh, boy, that's me, though. That's why I ain't no developer. But let's move on. Sam Raimi suit in the game, guys. Y'all should be happy. Shout out, round of applause for Sam Raimi suit finally making its appearance into Marvel Spider-Man exclusively on the PS4. People still get mad when you say that. When you say, like, exclusively on the PS4, people get mad. Like, something about those particular words, like, pisses people off, like, exclusively on people. So, I don't care. It's a sucky game. It's one and done. Exclusively on PS4. Oh, God. Let's get to this last topic. Shout out to everybody that's here, man. I hope y'all enjoying the podcast so far. So, final topic. PS Now on multiple devices. So what is this and what are you talking about, Persona? So let me give you guys some backstory on this and where this comes from and how this came about. And so I read a Reddit post 2 days ago. Let me share my screen again. I like to share my screen with you guys because it's like a presentation. I like it. I don't know. So the Reddit post 2 days ago. So Sony's hiring for cloud engineering, possibly working on multiple device game streaming. So this is the application or whatever that you could apply. I ain't applying for this. I wanted to look at this just to kind of get an idea of, what it is that this, they're asking for. So, PlayStation isn't just the best place to play. It's also the best place to work. We've thrilled gamers since 1994. And we've launched the original PlayStation. Today, we're recognized as the global leader in interactive and digital entertainment. The PlayStation brand falls under Sony Interactive Entertainment, a Wally-owned subsidiary of Sony Corporation, right? So this is pretty much a job application for staff software engineer, cloud back end. And, get into the responsibilities. I do want to read this part. So, with the responsibilities, leads and owns the development and deployment of large features and systems to support CDN functionality. I think that's Cloud Device Network. I think that's what CDN. Oh yeah, Cloud CDN. I'm gonna say Cloud Device Network. I could be wrong. Someone in the comments correct me. Ability to break high-level features into appropriate tasks for other engineers to develop. Responsible for designing high-level architectures, triage and fix reported bugs, communicate estimates, schedules, issues, and dependencies to project and upper management. Work with test engineering and QA to own end-to-end testing for functional product area. Continually brings new ideas about technology to engineering team, mentor other engineers on deployment best practices, builds and fosters relationships with other CGEI teams to help improve deployment process and eliminate inefficiencies, collaborate with other engineers or stakeholders in the Sony Interactive Entertainment organizations. Guys, where in this application does this say multi-device streaming, right? That's first off. Second of all, it's cloud backend. So obviously this software engineer is going to be working with, cloud-based services that are based out of PlayStation. What is the most prominent cloud-based service for PlayStation at this moment? PlayStation Now. PlayStation Now is where you can play PlayStation. You can use PlayStation Now on your PlayStation 4, or you can use it on your PC to stream games of PlayStation 3 and PlayStation 4 games. When PlayStation Now first came out, you can use PlayStation Now on your TV, on the PS3, on the PS Vita, on the PS TV, and on the was it on PC at the time? I don't think it was. But the multi-streaming device thing was already there, right? They pulled back. They took it off of the TVs. They took it off the PS3. They took it off the Vita, the PS Vita TV, and it's only on PC and only on PlayStation 4. What are other cloud-based services that Sony offers to its consumers? You know what else they deal with? Cloud saves. They deal with cloud saves. You guys know that, right? They deal with cloud saves. They also deal with cloud storage for the PlayStation. You know what gets stored in the cloud? Your account. You guys know that, right? You know what else needs to be improved for the cloud when it comes to PlayStation? I've said this before. Cloud saves, they need to up that. They need to up the amount of cloud save storage you can get, because right now as a PS Plus owner, you only get 10 gigs. I feel like for PS5 or moving forward, I feel like they definitely need to up that to at least 50 gigs for people that are paying for PS Now. At least 50 gigs. Because it's a lot of games. Like, for me, I filled up my cloud storage. I think last year, or was it beginning of this year, I filled up my cloud storage. And I had to put a lot of my saves onto on a hard drive, on an external hard drive, so that I could save newer stuff that I'm playing at the moment. So I pretty much almost filled my shit up. I've got almost 600 games on my PlayStation, so it's a lot of saves on there. But the trophies and things all that's dealing with the cloud. And it says, this is something, let me see what this says. As part of the Sony Interactive Entertainment, the cloud gaming engineering and infrastructure team is leading the cloud gaming revolution, putting console quality video games on any device. So this is where people are getting the, it's on any device, but when Xbox was doing it, it was wrong. Listen, guys, let's talk about this. It was already on multiple devices, but it sucked. Maybe it will be better this time. Samsung, what's your favorite meme? Sony has Azure. Yeah, I agree with that. I had to rebuild my PlayStation 4 and could not back up everything, so I had to so I had to replay RDR2. Oh no, yeah, I had to offload a lot of my saves because I didn't have enough room. Looking to improve their streaming service for the future, and to do that would need more personnel to implement that. Exactly support gaming. Let me read what Support Gaming said. To me, it's Sony PlayStation just looking to improve their streaming service for the future, and to do that, you would need more personnel to implement that. I agree. You know, job listings and job postings and stuff like that go up all the time for different things. One of the biggest complaints that a lot of people within the community that didn't use PS Now, I might add, one of the biggest complaints was, oh, well, you know, PS Now is laggy, you know, it's you know, the delays, all this other crap, you know, blah, 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 whatever. So what do you do to rectify that type of issue? You bring in either more qualified people or just bring in more people to put on the team to rectify any issues that there are with cloud gaming or with PS Now. Now, am I saying that PS Now being on multiple devices, it's not going to be like, they may try to push that back out where, like, you know, they want PS Now back on like all TVs and on tablets and stuff like that. That may be a vision for PlayStation Now in the future. In the near future, you know, there may be the vision for Sony may be to obviously make the service better, make it more one-to-one. Well, that's the thing too. Now that you're able to download, I don't see people's issue. I don't know. Like when I seen this and when I seen it circling around Twitter, and I see like just all these crazy. Well, you know, Xbox with Game Pass, you know, people were mad when Xbox was putting it on everything. And, you know, I seen some people saying that, you know, PlayStation needs to put their games, their new exclusives on PS Now day and date to compete. And I'm like, what? I'm like, what are y'all even talking about right now? What? People already say they don't like, people are already, we're screaming that they didn't like PS Now because they didn't want to stream games. But now that Game Pass, you know, now that you could download games on PS Now, and, you know, you've got Game Pass that's doing the day and date with the exclusives, it's crazy when people say that. When I seen people saying that, I'm sitting here and I'm like, what was the thing that people were saying when it came to Xbox Game Pass and then putting their exclusives day and date onto Game Pass? What were people saying, guys? What were people saying? I'll refresh your memory. Oh, well, you know, I don't, if they're putting brand new exclusives onto Game Pass, then the quality of the exclusives are going to diminish. Just look at Xbox this year, guys. Just look at the game quality this year. And every game that came out was day and date on Game Pass. I'm sorry, guys. I don't want that for PlayStation. I don't. People are looking at the dollar amount of how much you're paying. Again, and this goes back to, my grandmother used to tell me this. You get what you pay for. So if you're paying $10 a month to have exclusives on day and date on a streaming service, what type of quality do you think that is? People were just getting at Xbox for the same thing. I don't want this for PlayStation. No. No, I don't want that. I don't want that because I want the quality of my exclusives to be top notch. I want my God of Wars. I want my Spider-Mans. I want my Detroits. I want my Last of Us and Uncharted and Death Stranding and Ghost of Tsushima. I want that quality. I want it to keep going up. How do you improve things? How do you expect for something to improve, but then you're paying less? That makes no sense. Like, say you ran a company, right? And say you own, I'll make it easier. Say you owned a deli, right? And you sell all types of different things in the deli. Now, I lost my train of thought. Oh my! I just had a brain fart. Oh Jesus. Okay, you own the deli, right? And you gotta improve. You improve in the deli, like you wanna paint, or you wanna make it look more welcoming. That's gonna cost bread. That's gonna cost a lot of money. Where you gonna get the money from? Or people, or say you sell generic brand stuff, right? People like, I don't want Frosted Flakes with Terry the Tiger. I want Frosted Flakes with Tony the Tiger. Oh, well, that's $2 extra. You gonna pay that? If he's got to pay the delivery man to have Frosted Flakes with Tony the Tiger on the box get delivered to his store every week, that's a higher quality food. That's Kellogg. You dealing with Kellogg. Now you dealing in the quality foods department. That costs more money. What are you going to do? How are you going to offset the cost, the delivery cost, the cost to get this type of quality food into your store? You got to up the price. Got like, hey, oh, how much is this? Oh, that's $4. Oh, it's $3 last week. That's a better brand food, man. That's $4 now. How much the milk? The milk $4.50, but it was $3.50 2 weeks ago. This a better brand of milk. It's $4.50. Do you honestly think paying $10 a month to get exclusives on a day and date exclusives on a streaming service, do you honestly think that the quality is going to keep going up? Gamers want quality. We're a selfish community, guys. We want quality. We don't care how we get it. We don't care where you get it. I just want my games to look super pretty, and I want my games to sparkle, and I want my games to be razzle dazzle. For $10 a month? I don't know, guys. I don't know. All I'm saying is I don't want PS Now. I personally, this is just me speaking. I'm fine with the way PS Now is, like the way it is now. And I want to keep the newer game, like keep that quality separate. Like I want my stuff to be quality, man. I want quality games, and this is from anywhere. I want quality games from Xbox. I want quality games from Nintendo. I want quality games from PlayStation. I just want that quality. Like I want that quality. I honestly feel like if games are going day and date on PS Now, I feel like that quality is going to diminish. I really feel like that quality is going to diminish, and it's people are looking at oh, well, it's just $10 a month, that's a good deal. I'm looking at it as, yo, $10 a month, you still dumping millions into these games, and you gonna be okay with just the $10 a month payment? Are we still gonna get games like God of War and games like Ghost of Tsushima that are super high quality and all that? Like, we're still gonna get that for $10 a month? I don't think so. I don't. But let me know. EJ said quality is quality, and you want the games not to be trash as well. Cheap most of the time would mean it's trash. Not all the time. I mean, when you're dealing with indies, indies sometimes it'll be $5 or $10, but there's some real quality indies for like $5 or $10. So I wouldn't say that per se, but when you're dealing with things like this, when it's like huge quality demanding AAA games, I don't see $10 a month being suffice to continue to uphold the quality that we expect from Sony. I don't see $10 a month being enough. I just don't. And honestly, I feel like with Xbox, I don't think they do either. This is how I'll know if Xbox is really committed to this day and date stuff. If Halo Infinite is day and date on Xbox Game Pass, then I know where they stand. If it's not, then you see where their thought process is when it comes to a lot of these games releasing. Is Gears 5 going to be day and date on Game Pass? Did they announce that at XO 2018? Did they confirm that at all? If Gears 5 is going to be day and date on Game Pass? If Gears 5 isn't day and date on Xbox Game Pass, you know where they stand. It's that simple. You know what their view is when it comes to the games that do come day and date on Xbox Game Pass. Simple. It means that those games that are going on there are throwaway games anyway. That's how they look at them. They're not going to put their cash cow on Game Pass day and date. Let me see Gears 5 and Halo Infinite on Game Pass day and date. Let me see. Let me know. Let me know, guys. Let me know. But that's today's show, guys. I've talked your ears off enough. I definitely do appreciate everyone coming through tonight. When Persona Speaks, episode 25. Holiday times is around the corner, man. It's Christmas time, guys. I hope you guys enjoy Christmas time with your families and your loved ones. I hope y'all drink lots of eggnog and open lots of presents and, you know, all that good, happy stuff, whatever. Mog and Friends podcast this Saturday, 11 a.m. Eastern. It's going to be our last podcast of the year. It's pretty much going to be a best of 2018 show. You know, we're just going to be talking about our experiences going through 2018, you know, game of the years, worst games, you know, crazy, controversial things that happened this year in the game community, all types of stuff. It's going to be fun. I hope you guys make it. Big shout out to everyone that came through today. Support Gaming, Vanny Pan, EJ, Envy of Astoria. That person is a new subscriber to the channel. I really do appreciate you for subscribing to the channel, Miss Envy. Mr. or Miss Envy of Eternia. Andre 6K, appreciate you. Miss Titanfall Princess, El Matador, and to all the lurkers, definitely do appreciate you guys as well. I want to switch at work and sold it for $280. Yo, Vanny Pan got the hustle. My man Vanny Pan got the hustle in him, bruh. My man's was like, yo. He was like, yo, listen. I'm trying to get this off. Let me get that bread. Yo, Envy of Astoria, thank you so much. I really do appreciate you for, again, subscribing to the channel. I really do appreciate you for being a part of, Gaming with Persona. A lot of great things coming to the channel. I hope you enjoy. Definitely follow me on Twitter at Persona_Mog. Mog and Friends, like I said, every Saturday morning. The links to everything is in the description. Persona, did you see Red Infamy won a Street Fighter tournament? Yeah, I did see that video on Hot 97. That's what's up, man. Shout out to her. Big shout out to Miss Red Infamy. Round of applause. Winning that Street Fighter tournament. I mean, I wasn't there, so obviously she won. If I was there, she wouldn't have won. I would have won, obviously, but she won't admit that. She'll, well, Persona, you take L's. You're the king of L's. You know how it is. She ain't gonna admit that she's a walking L, but it's an L. Great podcast, Persona. Peace, everyone. Yo, support gaming again, man. I really do appreciate you coming through, man. Honestly, if I want to switch, I would not sell it. Hell, I'd give it to someone who would like to use it. Yo, EJ be wild in the chat, man. Shout out to EJ, man. Again, one more round of applause for everyone that came through, and shout out to everyone in the lurkers. Really, really, really do appreciate you guys. And we'll see you guys. I'll definitely see you guys Saturday with the Mog and Friends crew, 11 a.m. And we out of here, man. Y'all have a good night. Be safe. Peace, peace, peace.